Hey sisters, Donna Partow here, welcoming you to day 30 of our 90-day renewal in spirit, soul, and body. And today I want to tell you about one of my favorite top secret weapons for strengthening our body. You know, if honey was good enough for Samson, it's good enough for me. Let me tell you something. I used to have to go to the doctor every week. Yes, every week during allergy season and get a needle. Okay, now number one, I am not a fan of needles, and I wasn't a fan of the time that it took out of my schedule. I wasn't a fan of putting, chemicals in my body week after week, but I was so sick with allergies. What could I do? Well, I found out what I could do. Listen to this, sisters. God is so smart. If you begin early in the United States, the allergy season is in the spring. And so I begin in January every day to take maybe a teaspoon to a tablespoon of locally cultivated honey. So important. It's got to be locally cultivated. And if you have an old version of this book, I need to tell you, there was the most popular email that I received when this book first came out was, what is Locan honey? There's no such thing as Locan honey. One of my favorite letters was from New Zealand. They're like, is that something that's only available in the United States? It was a spelling error and a very unfortunate one. It's not Locan honey, people. It's local honey, locally cultivated. And what that does is that as bees pollinate local flowers, local vet pollens, and you ingest the honey that they manufacture, it literally creates a natural immunity. If you think about immunizations, what do? They introduce a tiny bit of that very disease into your body, and you develop an immunity to it. That is what honey does for your body to protect you against allergies. Sisters, this will absolutely change your life. I was in England last year, and I met a gentleman who was a beekeeper, and he was like, well, everybody in England knows about this honey. Americans don't know this, and he cultivated all different honey, and he had it from different seasons, and it was just wonderful to behold. But in any event, this is going to change your life. I do not need to get allergy shots anymore. I do not need to take allergy medicine. And the reason I know that it really works is because a couple of years ago, I was in so many different countries and traveling all over the world early in the year that I did not faithfully take my locally cultivated honey. And I can remember coming back from Israel, and it was in late March, and I was so sick with allergies that I could not pick my head up off the pillow. And then this year I was back on my routine of every day taking a little bit of my locally cultivated honey. Allergy season came along. I'm absolutely fine. I'm a believer now more than ever. So that's my suggestion for you for today. Start taking a little bit of locally cultivated honey. It's going to make such a difference in your health. That's it for today. I'm Donna Partow with your 90-day renewal in spirit, soul, and